Hello and welcome to MMS Round 7, the Circuit of the Americas, to the American Grand Prix. We are racing in Travis County, Texas, around this 4.5 kilometer long track. We have 20 corners with 11 corners to the left and 9 to the right. Lap where we take full throttle for 60% of the lap. Weather in here is sunny. Current air temperature is quite warm, 24 degrees Celsius, and track temperature is actually quite cold, 26 degrees Celsius. But we expect that to rise when the action begins. Before we have a look at the current, before we have a look at the qualifier results, let's have a look at the current championship standings. So Matthew Turvik for Williams is leading the Draught Championship, 6 points ahead of the Finn of Rijks in the Ferrari, and Rijks is ahead of Alex Dugood in the Renault. And Alex and Rijks are separated by 5 points, with Alex's win from the last race. If you look at the Constructors' Championship, BMW Williams is leading it by quite a hefty 21 points ahead of Ferrari, who have McLaren for company. McLaren is 6 points behind of Ferrari. Now let's have a look at qualifying results. Rico Rijks takes second pole position in a row in his Ferrari car. He has Dimitar Radev for company on front row. Jamie Fredriksson is third for Ferrari, the second of Ferraris actually. Good qualifying result for both Ferraris. And joining him on second row is Formula Sam in the BAR Honda. Great qualifying by him. Fifth place is occupied by Michal Valjak in the McLaren. And joining him on third row is Alex Dugood in the Renault. Seventh place is occupied by Matthew Turvik in the Williams. And eighth place is Jakob Kubasek in the Sauber. Ninth place we have Casper Bergeland, and joining him on fifth row is Johnny Lelong for Renault. 11th place on the grid we have Lego Fancy Y for Toyota, and keeping him company on sixth row is the second Toyota of Aaron Curtis. 13th place we have Milos Resnia for Sauber, and joining him on seventh row is Ben Misery in the BAR Honda. Ben Misery is confirmed healthy and fit to race in Circuit of Americas. We are all happy for that. 15th place is occupied by Connor Johnson in the Jordan, and joining him on that row is Cuvio in the second of McLaren's. Quinton Wells is in 17th place for that Jaguar, and joining him on that row is Jaguar in the Minardi. 19th place we have Louis Sage in the Jordan, and last on the grid we have John Voda, who didn't set a lap in qualifying. Now, as we've had a look at the grid, let's have a look at the start. Let's focus at the start.
Yes, and I'm here now, so hello.
As the lights are coming on, 4, now 5 red lights. Lights out and away we go. Equal start by the front row. Jamie Fredriksson is coming down. Dimitar Radev goes down the inside of the Ferrari and breaks the lead. Jamie Fredriksson hits his teammate wide. Jamie Fredriksson in the lead of the race. I have Dimitar Radev.
Lelong has made a good start too.
Yes, Valjak has kept 5th place, but he has let some people ahead. Alex Dugood and his team at Long are quite close to each other as well. Turvik is making up some paces, as we have a replay now on board.
That's Jaguar. That's Jaguar, yeah. I think this is Quinton.
Maybe. Don't exactly know what they're looking for. There's some cars running wide. What is
Misery. Quinton Wells, I think, because lost his front wing.
No, it's probably. Well, Ben Misery, you came back, you're fit to race, and we still see that. So that's probably Quackland into the 15th. The two Minardis have lost out as well. Fredriksson leads, Radev second, and Rijks third. Michal Valjak dice bombed.
Lelong having a duel. Kubasek second.
Yes, the two Renaults and Kubasek have overtaken Dugood as well. But now to turn 12 we come, the Renault is gaining, to make a dive bomb. Going to turn 12 and...
But Kubasek is going for the
yes, but the fight is still not over. To turn 13 we go. Kubasek and Alex are fighting. And Matthew Turvik, the championship leader, is making up places as well. Rijks is now trying to get back up to second. Jamie Fredriksson, who made a beautiful start, got ahead of his teammate and the Williams. But Radev goes down the inside. He didn't make the move stick though. Tries again into the final corner. Corner cut. side by side. The Ferrari and the Williams going to turn one.
It does look like Radev has got the move on, but he is qualified now.
Yes.
Clearly. That gives Brakes a chance to catch up too, not only the players.
Yes, but Radiak got past right now, so that's not a good start for the Ferrari. Both Ferraris have lost places. I mean, one of the Ferraris gained places, but Pole Sitter has lost 3 places now. And it's now Dimitar Radev is now under investigation. He has to give the position back to Jamie Eriksson, or he faces a penalty. But now Michal Valjak is trying to make a move on the Ferrari, and this might turn into a mare for Dimitar Radev. Because when Valjak gets past Eriksson, Radev doesn't have to give 1 place, but 2 places away. But now Michal Valjak coming to the inside of turn 12 and makes the move stick. Slides actually. Slides to the head of the Ferrari. And it's now 3rd and 4th, and now Rijks is all back off his teammates. Trying to make a move into this corner. He goes 5 points and makes the move stick. That's now... But the Ferraris keep battering. No further action for Dimitar Radev. The 2 Ferraris keep battling. Russia comes to mind with this battle. Rijks goes to that inside of his teammate. Make the move stick. And does he make a move? Does he try to make a move? No. Maybe into turn 1. Onto that free go now. As Dimitar Radev is leading the race ahead of Michal Valjak, Jamie Eriksson and Rijks. But Rijks maybe tries to make a move on his teammate.
He goes up the inside.
And he's got the move done. This is close now between the 2 Ferraris now. I don't think that Eriksson gives up on the place quite easily.
Myself and Lalong are having a...
Lalong and Alex still battling, as Alex is not giving up on 6th place, and actually Lalong is at the back of the Pierre Honda. This is a great battle. Turlik is now coming to the back of the rail as well, the championship leader. He has to make up places as Lalong maybe goes for it, slides off through the apex. As onto the backstretch we go towards turn 12.
Got Turwick behind me still as well, so that could be interesting. Championship leader.
Go to the inside of turn 12. Lalong has lost 2 places in Formula Sam. It's now getting pressurized as well. Turwick is now trying to... Oh, okay.
How smooth myself and Formula Sam, and Lalong is capitalised.
Yes, both Renaults through. As now Turwick has lost places yet again. On the towards lap 4 we go now. As Kubicek is maybe trying to make a move on the second Renault. QPO and Turwick are battling it out for place of the points, point receiving position. As more towards turn 1 we go. Turwick is maybe trying to get the final point of QBO. QBO's made a beautiful start as Rijks is now catching up.
Meanwhile, it looks like Radev has got a significant lead, followed by Valjak and Brakes. Fredriksson falling off the back.
Rijks going down the inside of the McLaren. Didn't make the move stick though. I think that Rijks will have a chance going to the back straight.
Brakes should have a chance coming up to the straight.
Maybe even to the turn 11.
Valjak defends, leaving Brakes no room. And Brakes is not getting a good exit into the straight.
Yes, but he's getting the slipstream. Lalong is not happy with someone.
Look at Brakes. Yeah. He's pulling on Valjak now.
Yes, Ferrari power against Mercedes power. Going towards turn 12.
Valjak goes defensive.
Brakes goes round the outside,
and that's a beautiful move.
And Fredriksson might get a move done as well, and does get the move done.
also gets the move done. That is Ferrari's now 2-3. Brakes almost paving the way there for Fredriksson.
Again, Rijks now got chopped Williams of Dimitar Radev. He's got quite a nice lead now.
Yeah, meanwhile Berglund or something at the back is
he has
the damage.
Wait, did he not pit?
I don't know.
Now Turwick is catching up to the Renault of Lalong, goes to the inside of final corner, gets the move done, but Lalong comes back at him.
Lalong is keeping
comes back at him now with the exit, but can Turwick maybe make a move into turn 1? He thinks about it, but he goes for it down the inside.
Gone for it. Kubicek is also coming through now.
Yes. There's moves galore, but Kubisak isn't quite. I mean, Lalong is not quite done with Kubisak. As now Raikes is trying to get away from his teammate and getting closer to Radev. This might be a tasty battle for the lead between the Ferrari.
Yeah, the gap is looking like about a second between Radev and Raikes.
Yeah, but it's getting smaller and smaller. As Lalong is not happy with the other drivers cutting corners to get past him, but yes. Lalong did the same thing himself, so yeah, now QBO is he gaining on Kubisak? Don't really think. He might pop a move to turn 12.
The Sauber has the straight line speed, but here comes QBO. QBO goes up the inside, it's a beautiful...
That's an easy move, that's an easy move.
There, really.
Kubisak tries to come back into turn 12, 13, not
Nothing
really.
really happening there.
As Turvik has to do damage limitation as Formula Sam inside of Lego Fancy Wire defending from Lego Fancy because Sam was qualifying in P4. Valyak has lost a lot of time and now
fourth place now.
Yes, and too good. He's now paused. What happened to Valyak? It's been a battle with the runner for a long time. But now, yeah, and if the runner gets
paused... inside, a little bit of contact there, just wheel to wheel, honestly.
Yeah, a little love pump.
Yeah, a little love tap there, honestly, and
for some reason the camera has paused itself. So we're having some technical difficulties with the cameras.
Need to make me louder, I'm sorry.
We have some technical difficulties with the cameras. One of the commentators is a bit too silent.
Yeah, apparently so.
Right, and here we go. Alex do get up the inside of Mihal.
Going to final corner there, to be honest.
Yes, but Valyak gets back, or Alex, so...
Even the place back, technically.
Yes, and maybe Alex...
I mean, I still got a chance I'm going to dive up the inside. There's a little bit of contact, but...
And gets the move done.
As Raikes has overtaken Radev! Raikes has overtaken... Where did he get
final corner. The boat corner car.
Radev gets a bad exit, and Raikes is just going to tuck in the slipstream then.
And into turn 1. Turn 1 is probably not overtaken most in this track. Yep, just goes for
it. No contact even made.
Yes, but Radev is not quite done with the Ferrari.
Hey, let's see.
Remember, Raikes has not won a single race of this season. He's been on the podium 4 times. I believe it was 4 times. So it is good for the championship, but it's early days in the race. 6 laps in. That's now going to the...
It's especially good for the championship because Turwick is not in the top 5. He's not going to be picking up those big points.
Radev picks up the slipstream behind the Ferrari. It's, I believe, Renault power against the Ferrari power. Towards turn 12, Radev goes to the inside of the Ferrari. But Raikes trying round the outside, there's contact.
Made the move, there is contact, but Raikes can come back on the inside.
Back at him and gets the move done again. This is a tasty battle.
First place.
This is a tasty battle, and maybe Raikes is trying to slow Radev a bit down so he could make it to Ferrari 1-2. But Radev round the outside, inside of the triple white.
Radev has made the move up the inside.
The penultimate corner.
The 19 there, Raikes goes up the inside.
The move done. I think that Raikes may have a chance into turn 1. Although that was not too good for exit, but he's in the slipstream. He isn't going too much.
He's going to have to just send it if he's going to make the move.
He isn't going to send it.
Under braking, but nothing really doing
Yes, we've seen previously as well that Williams' brakes are not as good as like Ferrari and McLaren's. Because Williams has lost out a bit in braking success. There's contact between...
It does look like the Williams' BMW engine is not doing too badly on this track.
Yes, but there was some contact into turn 1 between the Toyota and the PAR. Sending Formula Sam... Oh, never mind, it was just a bit scary moment in there for the Toyota.
Losing traction going up. And
he's lost his front wing. He's lost his front wing.
His wing. Right.
Oh, I can already see. Turn 12.
3. Oh no, there we go.
Yeah. Is that the Minardi of Roda ahead of him? Yes. Seresny up ahead tries to... Oh, okay.
Seresnia loses it, but it's Jarmsen that hits the back of the Minardi.
And Wells is in the pits as well, also without a front wing.
Same with Wells, yeah. Coming from, honestly.
He lost his front wing even before. What happened to him?
I haven't really been paying attention to pack markers. Oh my god!
Oh dear.
That looks like a big one.
Right, as I think
what exactly happens here? Woda hits Jackwhack, and Jackwhack goes flying.
That's the minority of Jackwhack, yes.
Yes.
As now we're trying to fall. Lands it on wheels.
Jackwhack, he just gets...
He hit his teammate. He hit his teammate and then got sent to
It's not ended well for Jackwhack here, and Wells just picks up the pieces really and loses his wing. But that's a massive one for Jackwhack.
Oh, can he get it? Oh, just about got it stopped before the wall. Hit the wall with his rear end. That's the best case scenario of this.
He rolled like a dozen times. I mean, surely you got to be a bit shaken up after that.
This isn't as bad of a contact, although that Jaguar's front end is quite close to the head of Jackwhack.
Yeah, this is a halo needed.
It isn't as big and serious of a contact as we had in Canada with Misery, but it is quite a hefty one.
Yeah, it's a hefty one. Jackwhack is pitted. Radev has made the move on rights.
He had the lead already, just maybe right hand.
Well, in that case, he's just gapped him.
But Mike's got a good exit, better exit to Radev into turn 12. Maybe the Ferrari has a chance. Can we get an onboard shot on the Ferrari, please? Towards turn 12, Reichs might just send it. Nope, he holds.
Taps the back, pushes Radev out a little bit there, but no damage on wings, so.
No damage for any of the cars. That was quite aggressive, actually.
Pretty aggressive from Rakes, yes.
As now the Ferrari of Rakes is on the investigations for that contact. I don't believe it would be too much of a penalty, maybe a few seconds, but I mean, no one got damaged, and yeah, we'll see what the stewards would say.
Fredriksson cutting the last corner there a bit too much.
Fredriksson is getting closer to Radev. Can he make a move to turn 1? I don't think he's close enough. But Alex is
I'm coming onto the back. I'm coming onto the back of Fredriksson and Radev here now, so... The order.
And Jim McLaren's keeping to that company.
Long and Kubasek here.
Yeah.
Sam and Lego. Ben Misery in a... Not
nice
too bad position, bearing in mind he's like the creator of all carnage.
As now Reichs has pulled away from the Williams, but maybe the second Ferrari Fredriksson could overtake Radev in here. Going to turn 12.
Gets a wide entry to the corner.
Yes, like he might. That actually might work out for him. Oh, we're seeing the Ferrari engine is quite powerful on straight, but I don't think it's close enough. Although he might send like his teammate did. But no, he made a bit defensive. Maybe into turn 13. No. But Fredriksson has a oh no, my Fredriksson lost a bit of time on the curbs. As Reichs is now bolting away. The two McLarens are battling. QPO started from 17th, I believe it was, or 16th. Has overtaken his teammate. QPO from 16th is now up to 5th. Great start. Great few laps. Great first few laps. As on towards lap 9 we are going now. Two McLaren still battling. Yes, we have at the moment 8 laps completed, so it's 9 laps.
Okay.
9th lap now of the race.
Yeah.
As maybe...
QBO is looking very fast in the first stint here, so...
And Turvik is now getting to the back of the two McLaren as well. Turvik is not having the best of races, he's stuck in 7th at the moment. He's got past Lalonde, so that's good for him.
He's in no man's land, but yes, he's got past Lalonde, so won't be boxed in anymore.
I would say that for Turvik it's just damage limitation. As Lalonde, sorry, Fredriksson has got past Radev. I think it was, yep, turn 1.
Turn 1. Just,
look how close he was. This Ferrari engine is powerful on the straights.
But it's all in the corner here as Radev leaves too much room really, and
yeah, and Fredriksson makes it the Ferrari 1 and 2.
Well, I'm
maybe
coming
Alex
up to the back of Radev.
this is going to be a tasty battle for the second place as Rikes is
See the Renault power unit as I go.
But Ryder is coming back on the straight on Fredriksson, going to the outside, getting a bit switching to the inside. Oh, he gets under the curves a bit. As Alex has tried to make a move on the Williams as well. Turn 13, Fredriksson and Radov tried to do something and Alex is just watching it. He's got the best seat for that performance. As Fredriksson, to be honest to him, he keeps the 2 cars behind him. Good job to the Ferrari driver. And this all helps his teammate to get away. Is this tactical play for Ferrari? I don't know. As now Alex Duguid might put pressure on Radov come turn 1, but Radov might do the same to Fredriksson.
And myself corner cut there on the last one.
The 2 McLarens are joining this battle as well.
Yes,
Into turn 1 we go. Who's gonna get a move done? No one actually.
One's gonna make
look how goes this to run now. Out. Turvik got the pressure. Never mind, Turvik is pressurizing the McLaren. As Rikes has now got 3.6 second gap and it's going bigger and bigger.
Yes, so it's looking like Rakes is wrapping up the race a little bit here.
Yes, but we've seen from previous races that he's had a nice lead, but then there's something gone wrong in that Ferrari. Hopefully that's not the case for this race, because he's got no wins, but 2 poles in a row now. QBO has got past his teammate and now pressurizing the Renault. Valjak is getting pressurized by the Williams of Turvik, jumps of leader. This is an interesting race at the moment. We're on lap 10, so halfway distance. As Soresnia had some issue with the Jordan of Lewis H. Going to turn 11, I think he just got to the curbs, and yeah.
So, controlling the car, but just losing it a bit on the end.
Johnson is having a poor race as well, and well, Jackwag after a shunt recovered quite well. Rikes has actually lost time to his teammate at the back behind.
Maybe rather pressuring Fredriksson isn't such a bad thing, because he's pushing him now in this midpoint of the race, so...
Yeah, so it's on to lap 11 we go now. Rikes in the lead, it's Ferrari 1-2, Radov cuts the corner as usual. The McLarens and the Renault 2 is coming to the battle as well, maybe. Actually, Ferrari, Fredriksson and Radov have pulled away from Radov at the moment. As Louis has said on the team radio that Resnia, you're not getting away like that, so yeah. As now Radov is really close to Fredriksson. How epic would it be when this battle would be for the lead, not for second place, but towards turn 11 we're going on. Hello Lucas! Down the inside of turn 11! And Radov gets the move down on the Ferrari.
Yes indeed, onto the back straight.
But can Fredriksson do anything come turn 12? There's a lap car I can see on the map. I hope that doesn't do any issues.
So he must stick in to his car, but Radov really wants to
contact in there. Hey, Fredriksson towards 13 or 14. Can they get the move done? QBO is now will take a Renault off. I think it's Alex Duguid. Radov has actually now pulled away from the Fredriksson of Ferrari of Fredriksson.
Yes, indeed.
As Alex is defending from QBO.
16, 17, 18. And
QBO with the
tries to go up the inside. Forcing it off onto the apex and gets it down in turn 20, I think.
So now we're having a replay. That Ferrari Fredriksson is quite not healthy. QBO tries a dive bomb on Alex Duguid, sends him a bit wide. And that was really that. QB now corner across the corner.
Across the corner. Must have been a legal overtake. Clearly cutting that corner. That doesn't seem. QB's going to dive bomb it up the turn 1. Gets it done.
Williams of Turvik is coming to that battle as well.
Second, because of QBO running me wide, just giving me a bad third sector really there. And
now Fredriksson tries to make a move on QBO.
Fredriksson cuts the chicane right there.
Yeah, we've seen that before as well. As now we are coming closer to turn 11 and the straight. I think what Fredriksson wants to do is get as best of an exit of turn 11 he can get to maybe pop
Everyone in
into
that
turn
queue
12.
is very close to the person ahead of them, so we might be seeing a lot of moves coming down into turn 12 now.
Yes, rather that's way. Race lead at the moment is a Ferrari of Rijks.
Yes.
Into turn 12 we come now. He's doesn't go for it actually.
Yeah, everyone in that train kept it nice and clean there.
Yes, Kurt is up front.
Forces Sam wide, and he's got a lot of time there, Sam, going very wide onto the apex and probably a bit of the grass as well.
Yes. As Rijks is leading now, 5 seconds ahead of Radov.
Yeah, Rijks, all
we are completely wow. As Curtis is asking what's going on with his car, but now we're focusing on this huge train going towards turn 1 of lap 13.
On board tag, is he going to make a dive bomb on Valiak? He doesn't know he keeps behind in the slipstream. He's going to go for sector 1 with him behind him, unless he's going to stick a nose in into one of these dangerous chicanes that could be a bit of major contact.
And Turvey doesn't want to do is get any damage from this situation in here because he's got championship to think about.
Yeah, taps his rear wing on Valiak through one of the chicanes but loses a bit of time, but could make a move down into turn 12 or maybe before to turn 11. He's gaining a lot. This could be an opportunity in turn 12.
He thought about it, gets better exit! Did he? No. Valiak could push him a bit.
Or did he hit the sideboard of Valiak into turn 11?
Something like that, yes. Let's have a look.
On board the replay here.
He tried to move. Valiak got... Okay, he took a bit of an apex. Yes. No contact there at all.
Action and just not getting a good run onto the straight.
Well, I don't think Turret's going to be unable to get a move done into turn 30. Yeah, he's too far back.
Yeah, into turn 12. As QBO a bit tries to make a bit of fun on the T radio while throwing his car around, saying this train is going to choose you. We can agree with you, we can see that. As now we are going to the final sector of lap 13, the Renault Cubusac, that Silver Cubusac is going top as well with the Renault.
Held it out through the outside in that corner.
Great battling this race so far.
Yes. Basically just battles all over the field right now, just...
Yes. As we're going to lap 14 now.
There's a sour corner cutting there.
Yes, but we've seen that before in this way. Slipstreaming down towards turn 1, can he make something work? No. The throws are really clean this race. I mean, we saw what happens when you're not clean into the chicanes, Cough and Misery. If you remember, he sent Chuck back into the barriers with barrel rolls, but Chuck is okay, we don't know, he's still running in the race.
Running, it's just, I don't know if he has any damage still. Just terminal damage to the car, but we'll see.
I mean, he's still like close to something, but I think when I can see from the map, it's the Williams of Radov catching up to the Ferrari. To the race leader.
Yeah, Radov is on the pace today. I do think he's gaining.
And there are some lap traffic coming soon as well, so that might...
Like Berglund, I think, in
No! So Resnia to the misery.
Got damage.
Yeah.
So now we're going towards lap turn 12 on board the Seresnia, south of Seresnia. What is wrong with me? And he just, yeah, throws to the back of the player.
Ben Misery may be braking too early, but...
Yeah, but... Seresnia.
The Sauber loses his front wing. The VAR, the rear wing, it's just... an incident, but...
Yeah, I mean, that's the rest of his fault.
Welcome to pits, both of them go. Yeah.
He could have...
They're still racing, without one having no rear wings, second one... Oh. Wait, so Resnick misses his rear wing as well? Or did I see it wrong?
Just
okay, so one having rear wing damage, one having front wing damage, and they're still racing each other.
16, 17, and 18, they're both having understeer, or oversteer.
Yeah, this is protection. Race! And Resnick misses the pit. Oh, what died? What is Resnick doing?
I'm taking AI control.
I mean...
I think Seresnia has some brain damage.
I think Seresnia got the numbers wrong. As Radov is closing up to the race leader. Valjak is getting pressurized, but Turvik still, and Fredriksson is keeping at 4th place. As the McLaren of Kubio has got away. Seresnia has been given for 5-second time penalty for that incident. Not surprising.
Yeah, not unsurprising, just overly, just...
Yes, as Fredriksson is getting pressurized by not only the McLaren, but also the Williams. He got passed by the Williams, and I think the Turvik, the championship leader through as well. This is not what Fredriksson wants to do. What Ferrari wants Fredriksson to do.
Fredriksson keeps in turn 16, 17 and 18, but Turvik might make a dive into turn 19.
He does make
yes, he does.
Side by side. And Fredriksson...
But into turn 20 he might have a go into turn 1. If he gets enough slipstream, or maybe down into turn 12.
Yeah, but Fredriksson has slipstream in Valia. This is a slipstreaming training now. But Turvik is gaining...
Yeah, I don't think he'll be able to... Fredriksson goes to defensive a bit, though.
Yeah,
Turwick losing the back end there is gonna let me catch up a bit after I fell off the back of the train. Looks like the train is spread out a bit now as we go through section 1. But
Radov... Wait, has Radov overtaken
yeah,
right?
Go on hold of Radov for a sec, please.
Can we maybe focus on the battle for the lead, as the gap on the minimap is quite big at the moment.
Yeah, so look,
I'm interested in what happened then.
Got a goods lead out front, followed by...
It might be Radov, not sure, because... Can we focus on the race leader, please? Nope. Oh, what happened to Radov?
He must
have...
No, he couldn't make a pit stop because the gap is too small. What happened? So Radov was so close to the race leader, but now he's getting overtaken by QB.
Oh, bit of contact actually now.
Yeah, that's a bit of a saucy combat move right there.
Yes, and this is giving Rikes all the tools they need to take this race, but can Kubio chase down Rikes to win the race from starting 16th? As Radov and Kubio are still battling though. Radov comes from the inside of turn 13. But can Kubio maybe have a say about that? On 16 out of 20 we have 4 laps to the end after this lap. Is it 4 laps? I think it is.
Yeah, it should be 4.
We are focusing on the battle for 2nd place yet again. Kubio, who started 16, beautiful drive by the McLaren driver so far, against the driver who started 2nd in the race, Radov. Radov has dropped out the base a bit, but I think this is an easy move for Kubio come turn 1.
Key performance, but Kubio, yeah, but he's gone up the inside.
Well, I don't understand. Is it lap 18 or lap 6? Don't understand from Murray. As Curtis is reporting to the team that the engine is fine again.
I've overtaken...
So I think the Toyota had some engine issues, but it's all fine now. We are on lap... I don't understand from the blur. Is it 18, 19, or is it 16 or 17? Anyway, we're for 11th. Oh boy. Okay, I might disappear from the commentary because my phone charger went poof. Anyway, we're focusing now for a battle with Valjak and Fredriksson and Turvik and Fredriksson. Nice move. Turn 12, and Tugud is closing up as well.
Past Fredriksson, it looks there, I think.
As Turvik is reporting that his tire's not good. Alex giving a bit of love tap to the Ferrari. and that makes Ferrari to go down the inside of Valjak, and Valjak loses 2 places with that. Alex Dugan down the inside of turn 13 on the Ferrari, but Fredriksson comes back at him. And that allows Valjak through again, as well.
Not gonna give this position up though, it looks like Valjak is just gonna stick to the outside.
Through the triple right-hander, and Alex keeps P5 at the moment.
It's
As now we are going towards lap 18.
Yes. Rakes is already on to lap 18.
Yes, as he has a tube.
Radev right now for P2.
Yes, and this is helping the Ferrari right who's in the lead to just keep it going because remember the win at this season, but this might be his best opportunity at the moment so far. At the moment so far, yes, that's English. As now we're looking to the down of the field, Jack is still lost after getting shunted to quite a few barrels. As now Reich's in the Ferrari. But now the second place is still up for grabs. Dimitri Radev down the inside of Kubio, come into turn 11. But now can Kubio pick up the slipstream to maybe pop a move into turn 12? This has been a wasteland battle. Alex Dukud is trying to make a move on Fredriksson. Magic Sturvik has made a move on Michal Valjak, but Valjak maybe tries to come back to him into turn 12 as Fredriksson forces Alex a bit wide. Radev and Kubio battling. We have 2x2 battles in here at the moment. As Alex Dugan, I think from the distance, has got the move down on Ferrari, but Fredriksson is coming back at him. As Radev has got the move down on Kubio.
Got the move down.
As Fredriksson has damage!
Where is this damage?
Did Fredriksson lose his front wing thrown to the back of Alex? Yes, he has.
That's... Yeah, Fredriksson me there. It's just,
That's unfortunate for Ferrari. That's not what they needed at the moment. Because they were running first and fourth. Nice result, but this isn't what they need.
Fredriksson might have to pit there, to be honest, and that's going to ruin the Ferrari's result there.
I mean, one of them is still leading at the moment, so that might still make them a bit happy.
Yes, but I'm sure they'd rather have a 1-2 like they were running earlier in the race, but... Yeah, just Fredriksson braked way too late, made...
What? The run out of Alex Dugan is under investigation for that. There's still... Oh, there's more damage to one of the cars. Or did one of the cars just drive over the table? I think that's what happened. As Alex Dugan is under investigation for that incident. For...
Current brake checking.
I think that's going to be any penalty in there.
No.
There's a battle for positions 11, 12 and 13.
Sark here, following Tom and Curtis.
On to lap 19 now, second last lap.
It's penultimate lap. Fredriksson is in the pits now, so he's pitted.
Yeah. It is. So now we're going a bit up the field. Lalong is in a lonely 7th at the moment, as Turvik is 5th. Catching up too good a bit, but when Turvik manages 5th, and 3 of his championship rivals are ahead of him, that's still nice damage limitation for the Williams driver. So we might have a battle for the final point Spain position between Lego Francois in Toyota and Jack Kubisak in the Sauber. The Sauber might make a move, and then there's a freeway battle as well, as Fredriksson exited pits down the order. That's not what he needed, but now we are seeing from Louis H's on board that the Formula Sam might make a move on Aaron Curtis, BAI against Toyota. We've seen that before. Louis H approached the corner like he was trying to do the biggest dive bomb on earth, but then lost a bit of time on the curve. Formula Sam is having a look into Aaron Curtis, because P10 is still better than P11 for Formula Sam. As we go towards the triple right-hander.
Yeah, Sam is looking okay. I mean, he's looking very racy, and he looks like he does want to get past Curtis now.
Yeah, it's like it is in for points, but it's just for the principle that I finish P10. He goes to the inside of the final corner. Curtis gets a better exit, but Formula Sam might get the move done into turn 1. 1 lap to go, as Reich is leading the race. 3 seconds ahead of the Williams, as Dimitri Radev and Kubio is lost time a bit as well. as I think, did Formula Sam get the move done? I don't think he did. He didn't, he lost time a bit in turn 1. I don't think... As Louis Sage is still not giving up on P10, saying he might then come turn 12 a bit later on the lap, as he's gaining on them, that's for sure. Going towards turn 11. And he's again tried to maybe show himself to Sam. So a huge back straight we are now. As maybe Sam is close enough to Curtis to make a move into turn 12. He doesn't go for it actually. As Louis Sage is close enough, but I don't think he's gonna get both of them. He might get one of them if one of them makes a mistake.
Getting on board.
In the end, the Ferrari of Rijks wins the USA Grand Prix as Dimitar Radev finishes second and QBO third. First win of the season for the Ferrari driver. Alex Dugan finishes fourth ahead of Matthew Turvik and Michal Valjak. Johnny Long and Lego Fancy Y take the front point Spain positions. That's the first win of the season for the Ferrari driver of the 2 poles in a row. As Fredriksson is now trying to make a move on Sean Rosa, come to the final corner. Makes the move stick, but it's only for 14.
Yeah, that's very successful, but no points.
Yes, I mean it was a nice move, I give him that.
I think
Johnson finishes...
I can't remember. Who did you extend
Suresnia now trying to finish off the lap. Disappointing race for the Sauber driver yet again, having contact.
Had this more in Austria, probably Brazil as well.
Yeah, in Missouri, quite close to the Sauber actually, and Jackberg after that flip he made into the sector 1 to gain. The price is still comes around across the final corner. He takes the final place in the race.
Takes the final corner and he wins the race.
Yeah, Rijks from pole to win.
Championship?
As Rijks might as well be leading the championship at the moment, not quite sure.
Yeah, and doesn't mean Radev will overtake Turk as well, because he's in second position, as Turk finished in 5th.
Lucas and Alex, who would be your driver of the day?
QBO for sure. I mean, he come from, what, 16th on the grid?
Yes, yes.
And honestly, he could have been fighting for the win, QBO could, if he... Maybe, I don't know, on Rada for so long, but...
I agree with you, I would give driver of the day to QB as well. Solid drive from 16th to 3rd. Beating his teammate as well, so it's a decent drive from the McLaren driver. But...
Okay, time of the car, 4 boxes.
Yeah, this has been it for this race.
Thank you for joining us in America of Texas. We hopefully see you next time.
Tomorrow.
In some